Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Now guys, let's take a look at the gold market. As we have discussed in our weekly research, the situation on the gold market is really sophisticated right now, mostly because through massive rhetoric right now in the mass media and the internet and the CNBC and Bloomberg television, so that's mostly supportive for the gold market. Everybody understands that some really big turmoil stands ahead, for example on the Brexit, and the same Brexit that we have discussed. So in general, overall geopolitical situation is far from the clear that supports the overall demand on the gold market. Today I have read in the Reuters news that the Soros also have bought 1 million shares of the SPDR fund. But at the same time, the situation is sophisticated because from the one point of view, gold would like to go higher, but it can't do this because everybody who could buy the gold already have bought it. We saw the CFTC numbers recently. We saw that the overall open interest from the gold market stands at the absolute high, as well as the net speculative position, and this is some kind of the gold right now stands at equilibrium. Sentiment is supportive for the gold market. The investors would like to purchase more gold, but they can't do this because they already have bought it. And from the one point of view, gold can't move higher, so you can see this real struggle and consolidation stance. So market is trying to move higher, but it has not sufficient power to go higher. But at the same time, nobody would like to take the short position on the gold market, and nobody tends to close the longs. That keeps gold flat in the 1270 area. To push market in one or other direction, some catalysis needs. So maybe some news data, some rumors, maybe some event in the market, in the financial sphere, new data, or really something of that sort. That probably could move gold in one or other direction. But right now we see the clear struggle and the consolidation in the tight range. On the daily chart, it's not as interesting as on the intraday charts. Here you see that just gold market has moved above the 1260 and stands in the tight range here. Sooner or later, market probably will clear the direction. We still think that support market still has some chances to continue move high and hit finally 1330 area. This probably could be done. Especially here, market is forming some kind of the maybe we could call it as some kind of the flag or something of that sort. So you could see here is forming something of this shape of the flag, and its market already has moved slightly higher in its consolidation. Anyway, the situation is relatively simple for us. So we'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart. We will see that for us, for those of you who hold the long position, major point is right here, 1255 lows. Why? Because if market will drop below it, this will tell us that market is continuing action with this ABCD page. Next target will be 1240, and that in turn could start downward retracement even stronger, although this levels also will be very strong. So take a look, this will be ABCD target, fib level, monthly pivot support 1, so 1240 is also will be a very significant area. But dropping below this level will tell us that market right now has no power just to complete that 1330 area. At the same time, guys, what we have here, first of all, market bounce up from this area. Take a look, the stop grabber that we have discussed in our weekly research has been completed. Market indeed has moved above this top, taken out of this top and continue move high, but at the same time it has failed here and dropped significantly. Right now we have another stop grabber right here, as a minor stop grabber that suggests the taking out of this top as well. And slowly but stubbornly you can see that gold is trying to move higher. But situation overall based on the swings is not really simple, because if you'll take a look at the hourly chart here, you will see the better swings, how they look like. First of all, we have the ABCD completion swing down, and this action up, it seems absolutely logical, right? Because this was very strong support. This was also the conference support on the 4-hour time frame chart, and we said that this will be probably the struggle between this drop, this very fast drop, and the strong support. Currently, support takes the lead, because as you can see, it doesn't allow market to drop below it. It holds the price action. Right now we see that upward action also has taken the shape of the ABCD pattern. And how we should treat this ABCD? Either this is just a retracement after this drop, so we have the Gartner's triple to sell, right? The initial drop, ABCD retracement in respect to the support, and that's all. That should be finished. Market should continue to move higher, right? From the bearish point of view. Here is also bearish sign that, take a look, market has stopped precisely at the weekly pivot resistance one. It wasn't able to pass through it. It wasn't able to break it. Usually when the pivot resistances holds the upward direction, it tells that this is just a retracement of the longer term on the stronger bearish trend. And here we have precisely the same view. So pivot resistance has held market from the further upward direction. Market dropped. So right now we're calling around the weekly pivot point. If it will drop even further, this will be not very good sign for bulls, because in this case it will return right back down to the conference support, as well as soon as it has been tested already once, the second test will not be this market will not be as strong as the first one, and this will be bearish sign. For the bullish sign, market should turn up and continue move high here, and taking out of these stops, break these resistances, and finally when it takes out 1295, it will be the major clarity, major confirmation sign that this ABCD pattern has been cancelled. So based on this analysis, we see two major points to watch for. First point is the 1295. If market will take it out, this will tell us that we're on the way to the 1330 area. But we already have the long position based on this double repo pattern that has been formed 2 weeks ago, and market hasn't taken out these lows yet. It tells that we still could keep the long position here, but whether we should take the new long position, this is really a big question, because currently, guys, I'm not sure. Since here, if you will take a position here, where will you place your stop? It's probably invalidation point stands right here, and in this case, it will be too far for a gold market, more than $20 per contract. It's really very significant action. That's why it seems better if you still would like to take the long. Although, if you remember our last discussion, we mostly right now are starting to watching for taking the short in the medium-term perspective. Not now, of course, but when the market will complete the major point. It should be either the breakout of this level or a completion of the 1330 area. But still, if you would like to take the long, it would be better to get the final confirmation and then break out for this top and better break out of 1295 area. So cancelling of this ABCD, that will be the clear sign that market probably should reach the 1330. It will be the clear sign that market could form here the butterfly that we have discussed. This could become the left wing, that maybe this right wing is forming. And until the 1330, it will be really still big distance from the 1295 area. But you, in this case, will get the absolute clarity that market has no other ABCD bearish patterns. Right now, it's not the fact yet. So currently, it could become that this is just a retracement up from the strong support after the completion of the target of this ABCD. Because action, as you can see, very choppy. It's not really very typical for upward reversal and upward continuation. That's action is the typical for the upward continuation. Tight consolidations, the strong upward thrusts. Here we do not see it. Very, very fast and big returns. So you can see that dropping here very significant. Again, this very miserable drop here. It's a bit very choppy action, and it really could become that this is just retracement. That's why currently we call it to not take the new long positions. Speaking about the short taking, it's even there's no rush with the shorting, because even more than with the long position, because the market will drop 1250 to the downside, so probably will be it could become really the sign that market in fact is starting retracement down. So it will show that market has no power right now to support the bullish sentiment, and it needs to retracement. In this case, we even could get real significant retracement down, not even maybe to the 1240 area, but even maybe lower. So we will see. But right now on the gold market, it seems that it's better to wait for the clarity, what we really will get, and to not take any steps right now. So if you still have the longs, you could keep it when they are protected by the break-even stop. But maybe currently it's not really a good idea to take the new long positions as well as the shorts. So let's see what we will get.